On this episode,
We found out what a beer donkey was.
sure did. We also watched UFC 250 at the White House.
And I got Jody started on survival, but I cut him off, so
I hated that too. I wanted to dig in so deep. What would that?
not today.
Maybe next episode. Welcome back. Episode 75. We have a special guest, which is...
Me?
Yeah.
My special
I mean, well, we haven't done this in a while. It's been a few weeks. The last episode we did, I did solo, simply because it was a few items or
because you booted me out. You didn't want me
stories that
anymore.
you did not want to hear. One was a bull rider, a guy getting gored by a bull. And
Words
then
are hard?
Yeah, words are
Words
hard.
are hard?
And another guy that his vehicle went into, I guess it had been raining a lot, whatever. It was flooding. He went over an area. His vehicle got swept away. And then a croc got him. It was a long story. You should have heard about it. It was a great story. I know it's not a great story, but it's interesting. But the way they had to get the alligator.
Oh.
Because he had parts inside of him, of the guy.
Oh, yeah. You did.
And they said this alligator was like lethargic because all the alligators would like swim off when, the sheriff's department or whoever the cops were around. And he
Like they knew?
Well,
The
no,
gators knew that it was cops
They
coming?
knew that this one had a full belly and was lazy and just didn't want to move. That's why they got the idea. So anyway, they shot and killed this alligator. They flew in by helicopter this guy with the police strapped.
You replaying this story? They already heard it.
I'm just telling you.
Oh, you did tell me.
Strap the alligator to the rope and
pulled him up.
Yeah, and then he's on there too. And it's just a very strange. How would you like to be? You're surrounded by crocodiles, and you're the guy that's like strapping this other crocodile that you just shot onto this rope, and you're going to be hovered away.
No. Okay. I'm done with him.
So yeah, that's why I didn't cover that, because Amanda didn't want to cover. So here you go. But I told her anyway.
He kicked me off.
She didn't listen to the last episode, so I had to fill you in.
He kicked me off.
All right. This is a Coke Zero, by the way. So
yeah. Why are you drinking Coke Zero?
I don't know.
You're a Pepsi guy.
Because we started.
You used to be a Pepsi guy. I mean, you used to be a Coke guy, and then you traded on me.
But I want to go with as much zero sugar as possible.
We're going to start getting all the good stuff in the house because we're getting old. Now we got to watch what we do.
What we got on tap today?
What we got?
Oh, I got one thing. Gnats. We've got gnats in our kitchen. And so I've got a can, like a mason can. It does work. A mason can. You get a nail, just pop some holes in the top of the mason lid.
Mason jar.
Mason jar. Does that can?
You
Really?
said can, yeah.
Well. And then you use apple cider vinegar and put, pour like half of it in there, whatever. I just counted 18 gnats inside that little. So don't tell me it don't work.
It don't work.
It does. I don't know why that attracts them.
It smells so good. It smells good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, you ever heard of a beer donkey?
A what?
A beer donkey?
Beer donkey? I have.
Yeah. Where'd you hear that?
I heard it and saw it. I heard it the night before a wedding.
Yeah.
I heard it at a rehearsal. Actually, the rehearsal was for my niece, our niece. And I was like, I was the only one.
We had no clue.
It was like we're the only ones that didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so the day of the wedding, so we'll just kind of fast forward from there. We found out then what it was, but then the next day at the wedding. So
that's why we didn't record that weekend, because we actually got involved with the wedding stuff. And
yeah.
So it was a busy weekend. I think that's what started us not recording, and then it just went from there.
So the next day, which was Saturday, had the wedding. Wedding went great. After the wedding, what is it, just a reception? Is that what you call it?
Cocktail hour.
Cocktail hour. Immediately after the wedding, cocktail hour. So this is when the beer donkey emerged. showed itself. And then I'll let you explain what the beer donkey was.
Just exactly what you just said it was. It's a donkey, and he's got a harness on him, he's got 2 pockets on him. On the top, it had like another little caddy thing.
It's like a saddle.
That's good. That's a good,
thrown over his back,
yeah,
but very
then
decorative.
It's got pockets in it, and on the top it had...
But very decorative.
Yeah, wedding attire. He had wedding attire on. He had wine and beer.
So one on one side.
One on one side and one on the other.
So if you wanted a beer, you got a
huggy.
A huggy
that had the couple's name on it.
And you could actually get the can of beer yourself. But if you wanted wine,
she poured it.
The lady that's leading the donkey around, the beer donkey around, would actually get a glass and pour the wine for you. And it was pretty cool.
I mean,
yeah. I did not participate. You did not participate, but I thought it was very cool.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
I mean, you can always change it. It don't have to be a beer donkey.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I'd call it a wine donkey.
You like wine better than beer?
Yeah, because this right here is kind of, to me, it was highfalutin. Even though you got a farm animal involved, you know. But it was very swankified. Is that a word? Swankified?
You just made that one up. You pulled that one out.
Is it swankified or swankified? I'd say swankified.
Okay. You pulled that one out.
All right, so because the way the donkey was decorated and all that, I mean, it looked it was real nice. So I think you could just get away with just calling it a wine donkey. And you'd have more of that upper level type.
Upper class.
Yeah, upper class type name with it, that goes along with it. So
although she did not want a redneck wedding. But she had a beer donkey.
I had a beer donkey, so I was good.
But it was good.
But that got me thinking.
It was good.
The entrepreneur side of me, like I've always wanted to have a monkey. So I thought if you have a beer monkey, don't you think you could do that?
He'll throw it at you.
Whatever, when somebody, it'd definitely be shook up by the time that brought it back to you. But if you ordered a beer, then the monkey brings you the can of beer. And it don't even have to be that. You can just have a little concession stand monkey, however you want it to look. And then whatever you want, the monkey gets it for you and brings it to you.
If it's food, I think the monkey would eat it.
No, you can't do food.
Like they had popcorn and candy there. The monkey is not giving you any popcorn and candy.
You can't do food. You can't do food. It's just got to be. That's why I'm taking the wine part away. It's got to be like a can or I don't even know if you could do a bottle.
I bet he could open a can.
Because I'm talking about like the spider monkey type.
Yeah.
Something, not a chimpanzee, not that size. I'm talking about something small. And that brings me to a guy I talked to at a Walmart in Hamilton, Alabama. I noticed on his shoulder he had like this bulge, like he had a big old cyst.
A boulder.
A boulder.
I don't know why I thought
Anyway, he had something on his shoulder, and next thing I know, I saw a monkey pop its head out from underneath his little shirt collar thing.
In Walmart.
In Walmart. And that's where it stays. And he's got 2 monkeys. He's got a capuchin.
I think so.
Okay. He's got that, and then whatever that little monkey he had right there. And this was a little one. And they don't get big, and I can't, he told me what it was. I can't remember.
You're not getting a monkey.
Anyway, this one was $3,000. The other one he said cost, I think, $12,000.
Why?
And I'm like, and nothing against this guy, but I'm like, realistically, I don't think he needed to spend his money on a monkey or 2 monkeys from the way I was just gathering. I'm just saying. But I guess if you want to have a monkey, you got yourself a monkey.
I guess so.
Can you go to the bank and get a loan for a monkey? If you had to, if you're, getting a loan, was this for house improvements, Mr. Ratliff? No. Car repairs? No. Personal loan? No.
Yeah, it'd be a personal loan.
Well, I know, but I'd be thinking, no, it's not really personal. It's just something I want to get. It's like an animal type thing. You could be like, I'm getting a...
Do you put the animal up for collateral?
What do you mean?
A secured loan or whatever it's called.
Oh, you're talking about if I was getting a loan for something else. If I've already got the monkey? I'm talking about getting money to get the monkey.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to hold your title. Like the title to your car. You got to give them the birth certificate and they're going...
Yeah.
They hold it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, look, I'm buying a capuchin monkey and it costs $12,000. I want to see if y'all would lend me the money. What do you think about
Speaking of a monkey, that thing right there looks like a monkey. Good night.
Yeah, Winston
His
is,
hair
of course,
horrible.
sitting right here with me, and he has not had a haircut, and he's looking very, very bad.
He's getting one tomorrow.
Bad. So, yeah, but anyway, so that was our experience with the beer monkey. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a beer monkey.
Beer monkey. I'm petting this gizmo. Yeah, this gremlin right here. And we're talking about monkeys and stuff. Yeah. Anyway.
Beer donkey.
Beer donkey.
Oh, by the way, happy Father's Day.
Thank you. There's something else about that. Oh, no. We're
recording on Father's Day.
The best part about the
waking up.
The beer donkey.
In your cup.
The best part about the beer donkey was it was wearing like a diaper.
Oh, yes, it was.
So when you're thinking
pouch.
Yeah, so when I say diaper, it was just to hold the stuff, not actually tied against the body. But it was almost like if you got a Walmart bag and held underneath his tail. That's what it looked like. But it was, of course, whatever material. It was crazy.
It was something.
Yeah.
It was something.
I wish it had made the noise. Can you do a donkey noise?
No, I can't.
That's cool.
That's what we done. Then we can't ever record because I can't get Mr. Ratliff in the house before 8:00 at night.
It is hard for me to come inside.
He finally got his grass growing back. I don't think we've talked since the grass is growing back.
Top of the hill where the mailbox, where the road is.
He just tripled our water bill, that's all.
I spent a lot of water getting the thing to grow, and now it looks good. The grass looks really good. I'm not watering it anymore. But
well, that's because it's raining every day.
It's raining on. But I have planted more grass down the side of our driveway where there's a bunch of moss. Have you ever noticed how much moss was growing?
Yes, I did.
You know, when I started, I actually pulled that up by hand, and it would come up in big old clunks, and it was every bit of like 1.5 inches thick. It's like carpet, like shag carpet. That and shrubs. I don't remember the names of these shrubs, but we did like every other one, so whatever.
So he's always outside. During the summertime, I'm afraid it's going to be hard to get us. Because every Friday and Saturday night, we've been having a fire.
Every Friday night,
Even though it's hot as a mug out there.
Y'all don't, look, I know it's hot and steamy outside, but when it gets, 6 o'clock, it's still warm. 7 o'clock, still pretty warm. But when it gets, even though it might be 70 degrees, 75 or whatever, you can feel a little bit of
I'm always chill.
You can feel a little bit of a coolness out there when it gets dark. But you're still thinking, well, it's still not warm enough, or hot or cold enough for a fire, rather. But we're not sitting right at it. It's away from. It's more about getting a little bit of smoke, keep the gnats and stuff away. But it's kind of like the ambiance. It's really neat just to be out there and have a little fire going.
Yeah.
So except for, was it last night? It was hot.
No, Friday night.
I didn't do it last night.
Yeah, Friday night it got. Whoa, I don't know what you did.
Friday night I used some wood that was green. It was wet and all that stuff, and so I added to it so it would just burn. I knew it wasn't going to burn good, but I have enough on it to keep it going and all that. But apparently not. Apparently it got going and it was hot. But anyway,
smoking.
so every Friday night and most Saturday nights, except for last Saturday night, we've been doing the fire thing till about 10 o'clock at night.
We watched the fight.
We watched the UFC 250 at the White House. We were outside, and that was
last Sunday.
And that was a Sunday night, and that's what I was concerned about. I was like, on a Sunday night, if it was a Saturday night, I'd feel more comfortable with building a fire, staying up late. But it being a Sunday night, work the next morning.
Shut it down.
Yeah, I can't stay up late, but we did this time. We stayed up. We watched 5. Did you stay out there for the 5, or did you go in and I stayed and watched a couple more?
No, you started it, and I was on live. I done a live. You started them, and I come out there.
Okay.
I stayed until you came.
So
you came in.
There was a rain delay, and they were saying it might push it back to starting at 9 p.m. And I was like, if it does that, you can forget it. We're not watching any of it. But then it was like they were only behind
10 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing.
Came on.
Yeah, and I didn't agree with the whole thing being on the White House lawn.
I don't think I agree with that either.
But I'd have been fine with it if it was just down the road or on the mall.
Oh, yeah.
If it was somewhere right there, that'd have been great.
I've been there.
Plenty of room. I know. But I did not enjoy seeing these fighters coming out of the White House.
Yeah.
Coming out where, we're talking about, all of these presidents over time being there.
And when your schools go and we can't even be approved to go in there.
Yeah,
but these fighters can.
I know, but I'm saying is like dignitaries have been in there. We've had, presidents from other countries, and there's been, very important conversations about life and death situation, wars, things like that, how to stay out of war. And now we've got people, in there almost say tidy whities with, purple hair going through there. I almost feel like it's just disrespectful. I would not have had a problem if they would have come from the side, like if they paint. If you had a picture of the back of the White House or whatever, and they come walking from the side.
Yeah.
And then now they're out in front, and now they're walking, and that would have been fine. But I did like the way they had like a veteran. A lot of them were like, really, guys, veterans in their 90s, they're wheelchair bound.
Yeah.
And they walked beside or wheeled them beside, the fighter. And then I liked all that.
I must have missed that part.
Yeah. But yeah, all in all, I just didn't, I wish it wouldn't have been there, but it was a good fight, and they drawed me in.
Why have we started watching fighting?
I don't know.
The women fighting started it all, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it seems like every time there's going to be a fight on, we watch it now. I like to watch them.
Yeah. Plus, I'm a Joe Rogan fan, so I like to hear his commentary.
Oh, I forget. Does them or narrates them, or what does he do?
Commentator.
Did you already say
That's
that?
what I said to begin. I'm not going to say I'm not going to hold that against you, because I did say a beer monkey a minute ago when I meant to say beer donkey.
Now we finally found a day to record. Last weekend, did we go kayaking, or was it, wasn't yesterday, right?
No, it was last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
Yeah,
so we
early.
Finally had a day to go kayaking. Yep. So we've started back kayaking.
And we went a pretty good ways for it to be the first time.
Yeah. We stayed out over an hour.
Yeah. It's still just kind of hit and miss for me. That's what's holding us back on the kayaking.
Oh, it's fine.
Visited my uncle today.
Went to see
my uncle.
You did.
My dad's twin brother, which it's always hard because I can, of course, tell them apart. You know how people that are around twins all the time, but some people can, when you see twins, like, I can't tell them apart. I don't know, but if you're around them all the time. But of course, they're twins, but they didn't look identical.
Yeah,
plus I know he's my uncle, all this stuff. But that being said, is like when I see him, of course, it reminds me of my dad. Just because I see him, I see my dad and him because that's his twin. Yeah, but 88 is crazy. Wow. Crazy. But yeah. So that's what I did part of the evening today. So.
And it's just been raining.
Yeah.
Raining.
So we really didn't have a topic on this one.
I think that's fine. Do we always have to have a topic?
I'll always like to have something to fall back on. But
and see, I don't. I like just life.
Yeah. Well,
when you've been off as long as we have, I guess you can have.
I know, but you've got, you're trying to do for what listeners want to hear, and not necessarily all of them want to just hear about everything. They might want to hear what you've been doing and all that stuff, but also like a little story that you tell.
Wow.
And maybe they're not necessarily like the way I tell them. I like finding.
What episode are we on?
I said at the beginning, I don't remember now. 76, 75?
I was thinking, a lot of people don't go back and listen to our first one. Some people just jump in there.
75.
So I was thinking, 75, that should have been, we could have reintroduced ourselves.
Why is that?
I don't know.
75.
I was just saying 75. That's like a, like a 50, 75.
At least it wasn't 6, 7.
Yeah, not 6, 7. I was just thinking maybe one day would they want to hear us reintroduce ourselves or whatever.
Yeah, stay on that mic.
No, I forgot.
So you don't wear headphones. So you
I'm
never
not
know
wearing headphones.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing headphones.
No, but back to the stories. I like stuff that I find interesting, or if I see a story, I like to talk about it. Whether, some people are not like that or not. Like, I do want to do an episode of the flock cameras, which a lot of people know about them and a lot of people don't. And we're not going to talk about it on this thing, but that to me is a very important topic. Simple because of your rights. I feel like my rights are being violated because of these flock cameras that are showing up everywhere.
Jody's being violated.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I want off the grid. I want off the grid bad.
I know you do.
I want solar. I want to be able to produce my own water. I want, I do need Wi-Fi though. So
Well, I'm not sure.
So I do need. So I do
I'm not
need
sure
a.
Wi-Fi's off the grid.
I do need a meter. So I do need.
Meter?
I need to get a little bit of power. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just a little bit. I need Alabama Power just to supply me with just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because solar. Well, I don't know. I mean, I can run that off solar, but I still need big tech. I got to pay them for Wi-Fi. That's what I mean.
Oh.
So. But my next thing is I'm going to start buying up seeds, like, vegetables.
We need to go back to the garden on what you planted. We didn't.
Yeah, just a little bit at a time, just buying packs of seeds and put them. I need to look up and see what kind of container I can put them in, just an airtight container. Anything where they won't ever spoil, and have them in case anything ever does happen. Now you've got a source to grow something at some point if we're able to.
Because our stockpile, I've went through it.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Back during the COVID, when things were kind of unsure and we tried to buy up on some food
so
stuff.
now I've used all that stuff, and now Jody don't have any.
We need to talk about that. I don't know if we've ever talked about that. I feel really strong about buying up noodles and just some sauces.
You did.
Yeah, because you can survive off noodles. If you can't do anything.
I have finally used all the noodles.
Yeah. Is that not true, though? Because noodles are cheap, so if you get spaghetti noodles, any kind of noodles, just say spaghetti noodles, you've got a family of 3, the grid has gone down, uncertainty, maybe you don't already have, or maybe you've gone through what little bit you have, no power in your fridge, so you got to eat that first, so now you're on day 2.
How are you going to cook your noodles then? On a fire outside.
Exactly. So you're not, so yeah, you can, some of this stuff we can do on our own, so we can do that, so we can have a fire. So I'm saying is if you buy stockpile noodles, any type of noodles, and they got a long shelf life, and they probably last forever.
Oh, they last longer than that shelf
I mean,
life.
even though it says it goes out in 2 years, it's still good for a long. Yeah.
I think it's fine.
So my point being is if you just have like some sauces to mix with it, you can eat noodles and a little bit of sauce, like if it's a spaghetti, like if you got canned stuff or butter one night, whatever, and you can get plenty of nutrients off of that, enough to survive. That way I'm not trying, all I've got is canned beans. You can't live off canned beans, but if I got noodles, I can figure, and if I go catch some fish, we can have some fish and some noodles. No. Well, look, you're not going to care if you're hungry and you're in survival mode.
Maybe not.
But if you killed a deer, a turkey, a chicken, whatever like that, and you got noodles, yeah, I'm just saying, a little bit of different sauce can go, you can have noodles all the time.
So, speaking of killing animals or whatever, well, you were like on deer and stuff like that, and that's what made me think of this. If we had to, so Jody started feeding the fish again and all that stuff, but the turtles...
Oh, yeah, we would have turtle dumplings. I would kill turtles, yes.
You think so?
Yes.
And cut it shell open?
Mm-hmm. This is really what I need, and I didn't know we were going to get on a survival episode.
Yeah, me neither. We need to nix this.
But we will.
We need to cut this.
One last thing I want to say about it is
talk about that.
That you can go on, I'm trying to think what it's called. I think it's called The Basics. And it's a series of books that you can buy. And so if the grid did go down, you can't use Wi-Fi if you think up something you need to Google to figure out how to do whatever. Well, now you can't because you don't have Google.
Yeah, so you need
But it's a
those
series of books, and it goes through everything that you'll ever need to know on how to do stuff when it comes to communication, how to filter to make fresh water, anything. Making all kinds of racket.
Am I?
Yeah.
I was barely moving
I know.
it.
You know
Sorry.
if you but yeah. So yeah, we can do so. We can do a survival.
We should do a survival because
oh
Lord, get ready. It might be a 2-hour one.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I was successful on the last one I did somewhere else on another podcast on the survival. Apparently, survival was the way to go on that episode on that other podcast because people liked it. I guess so. So. But yeah, it's interesting. And we'll have to put out like a disclaimer saying, look, this is our opinion. on all this stuff.
Everything's my opinion.
Yeah. But look, y'all need to be thinking about that. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, but you need to be prepared for tomorrow. That's my logic, and that's what I say.
And you're sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it. Be prepared for tomorrow.
And that's all, folks.
Yeah.
So there you go. Welcome back.
Are we done?
I think we're good.
Well, keep going? Okay. I'll say, listen to our next episode when you might hear Jody say, "What's a flock?"
Who flocking cares?
You can't say that.
Why?